Businesses that try to become more data-driven or even become a data company usually make one huge mistake, and that is to put this task onto the CDO, the CIO, the data leaders or the data department inside a company. They might hire great people, they might provide them with good resources, but they set them up to fail. So let me explain. And I've seen this a dozen of times, because these businesses, and this might be your business or the business that you work inside, why they fail to do one fundamental thing, and that is to create a good data strategy. So if you're a business leader, pause and listen to this and to learn what you actually need to do and what a data team, what a data leader, what a CDO can actually do. If you are a CDO, if you're inside a data team, inside the data department of a company, listen to this to understand what your role is and how you can best play your part to actually help the company become data-driven. Business strategy is the set of business tactics, basically the master plan for the company over the next couple of years. And a data strategy is the same thing, the master plan, how a company thinks to derive value from data over the next couple of years. A good data strategy is aligned with the business strategy of the company. That of course means the company actually has to have a great business strategy in the first place, one that's simple and clear and direct. So the great data strategy is aligned with the business strategy because it is derived from the business strategy. Now, a bad data strategy is on its own. It's completely on its own, and it doesn't have connections to other departments, and it doesn't integrate into the marketing or into the sales strategy. It's basically just on its own. It might sound great, it might look like the company will revolutionize the world by data, but it's completely on its own and it ignores the other departments of the company. And worse, it usually ignores the business strategy of the whole company itself. As a result, with a bad data strategy, data people like me, they feel blocked by others. They feel blocked, they feel like they can't move forward. A bad data strategy basically tries to revolutionize a company that doesn't want to be revolutionized. This is a very frustrating experience for the data people, because the data people will think they are doing a great thing, but they're simply being blocked by other people not getting their vision and their ideas. This is the core of what makes data people frustrated in every part of, whether it's a data leader, a CDO, or just a data engineer. It's a missing alignment. Now, a good data strategy is driven by management, and I mean top management. It's created at the top and then it's handed over basically to the data department to implement. Okay, so the role of the data department, the CDO, is not creation of the data strategy, it is to help, to facilitate. It facilitates the creation of a data strategy out of the business strategy. The data department needs to learn a lot of business to facilitate this process. And once the data strategy is created, the data department is there to efficiently implement it across the company. A good data strategy focuses on users, it focuses on decision makers, it focuses on decisions, and it focuses on customers and even on product. A good data strategy focuses on driving margins up, it creates a competitive advantage, and it creates better products that serve customers more value. Now, a bad data strategy, on the other hand, focuses on machine learning, and it focuses on AI, on dashboards, reports, even on so-called data product. As a result, in a bad data strategy, the data department fights to get people inside the company to use BI tools, to use reports, to integrate machine learning and AI into products. They fight and fail to get product managers to do data-driven decision making. They complain about salespeople exporting CSVs. In a good data strategy, they say, this is great that you're using data. So in a good data strategy, we get people to get more out of the data they already have. Then this leads to people liking data more than before, which means we can supply them with more data. As a result, they get more out of data. And as you can see, this is basically a cycle that will continue to speed up as you go around and around and around. But the secret to the cycle is there is only one starting point, and that is to help people get more out of the data they already have. With a good data strategy, you have the business that shapes the data strategy that then shapes the data. Whereas in a bad data strategy, you have the data that is there basically shaping products and strategy. So if you think about Amazon has an amazing data strategy. It's very simple, they feed data into recommendation algorithms like the what others bought algorithm. This leads to people buying more stuff on Amazon, which leads to more data being created, which leads to more data inside the algorithms. The algorithms get better, Amazon can create more algorithms. As a result, sell more stuff, create more data, and it's an amazing cycle that continues and continues to spin. It integrates perfectly into the Amazon flywheel. So what you can see is a great data strategy. It's very simple, whereas a bad data strategy is extensive. It's segregated into multiple departments. It's a long list of things. This should mean for you, first of all, do not let data leaders develop your data strategy. But you should get help from your data leaders to build your data strategy. If you're inside the data department, if you're a data leader, focus on facilitating the creation of a great data strategy out of business, and then focus on great implementation of this perfectly aligned data strategy.